Alright guys, we're here in the RMS Cup 2, game number 1 in the losers round 1 between DauT and Nicov, with DauT and the red trunks on the Mongols, Nicov, blue trunks on the Malians. Going for that early dock.
Feeling bad.
So already we see a bit of a difference in the builds from our players. Mongols player. So yeah, just going straight for the quicker town center. Does have a bonus to his hunting as well, and some close deer. Or Nicov. Playing Malians, cheaper buildings. Going to be able to actually drop off at that dock, I think. That's a nice fishing spot. A large school of fish right next to the dock. Nicov actually going to use the fishing ship just to pick up that other buffalo. DauT adding the dock now. Add a house too. So in the long run, the fishing boat's really going to boost our players' ecos here.
Feeling bad.
Because the beauty is, while you gather wood and food, you can produce the fishing ships alongside your villages, and ultimately take all the pressure off your villages of having to actually gather any food. And Nicov actually really starting his food gathering now. On DauT, you're looking to add fishing boats now. So he will be down in terms of fishing boats by 1 for the moment. Mali and Imba start OP. Stock placement's actually not so nice for DauT either, because Nicov right next to the large school as well as 2 others, while DauT only next to the 2. Quite an open map. The player's going to find it a bit difficult to try and wall themselves in completely, I think. More fishing ships on the way for DauT now. Nicov starting his fishing ship production again, so he's still up by that 1 ship. Actually scouting with his buffalo here. And actually start with a scout on this map. It's a really nice barracks line there. The Malians, better armor and a unique unit as infantry. Or Mangudai. And better siege. And better light cav line for Mongols. Without trying to go for an aggressive dock here on Nicov. Nicov following up with another dock of his own. Our players heading into feudal age now. With 21 eco units apiece. Be quick on the galley production here. Players still both really active with water buffalo scouting. Both our players quick on our double galley production as well. And Nicov, I saw he had loom in as well as the double broad axe, while DauT's already taken it. Double broad axe, that is.
Timo.
Oh, fire galleys here for both players. So DauT with the villager nearby is actually able to repair. Nicov also has a villager nearby to repair. So Nicov trying to focus down the dock. He's also going to be careful to not lose his fire galley. Looks like DauT. Oh no. Nice mark. I was going to say he was going to have the first death, but I'll take that back. There we go. Now, all the fire galleys really collapsing here for Nicov, so DauT starting to come out ahead. He's got the demo ship as well. There's a demo ship here. Nicov. Oh, nice. Split up there from DauT. At least saving a fair bit of damage on this one. He's leaving a half health galley just to try and absorb the next demo ship if he can. So Nicov going to start stables production, and got his barracks there as well in the archery range. Got to have the barracks to get the stables in the archery range in this one, the prerequisite. So DauT now trying to attack the fishing ships. The demo ship not far off here. More fire ships being moved upwards just to deny this water eco. At the moment, DauT slightly ahead in the Vil count overall because the fishing ships all falling. Nicov gonna have the first chance to push on the land here without having to add the market. Try and balance out his resources and look at going towards Castle Age. And Nicov lost all the water already. It's really rough for him. He's going to be at a bit of an eco disadvantage. Look at trying to steal all these water buffalo back and try and get some value out of raiding here with these scout cav. I'm trying to finish off one of those fire galley at least. We're getting some galleys. And Nicov saying, fuck it, I'll just commit to fucking up your water eco. if you're gonna ruin mine, I'll kick over your sandcastle if you kick over mine. It's not quite working out for him though. I think he really only got the one fishing ship there. And now, Nicov free to try and raid DauT on the land here. Nothing's really walled in. A couple of villagers going to get picked out. Oh, another villager or two are going to fall here. And Nicov with a nice pushback on the land. Now DauT's the one trailing in terms of eco pop. No, Nikov's lost all his water at the moment. DauT having to deal with the fact that Nicov is making full use of the archer range there. Staying just outside the town centre to fire and kind of focus down the wood gatherers. Nicov finishing a market somewhere. DauT, having taken Castle Age, hasn't really fielded any army yet. Well, he has had stables out though, so he can look at starting night production. Archers being picked off there by DauT, so that's a bit of a blow to Nicov, and on top of that, nice hit there by the demo ship, picking off two of the scout cav, the other one fleeing with his tail between his legs. DauT going for a second town centre now, so he really wants to take advantage of the fact that he's already got control of the water. Nicov is slightly behind in the age up, and it's going to be rough for him because he's going to eventually run out of resources. Choked off on the land here. When DauT's managed to sneak a village scout here. A lot of idle villagers here for Nicov as well. He needs to get these guys to work. Because right now they're not doing anything, not getting him any resources. It's quite dire for him. Nicov's starting to struggle a little bit here against DauT. Walled himself in though. That idle time would have been a huge blow to his eco there. It's a bit of uncharismatic for players of this level. DauT adding a third town centre now. Already up 6 vills over Nicov, who's still just on the 1. Right now doesn't seem to really have an answer for the fact that he doesn't have any water. And did have that slower age up. He's just walling himself in for the minute. There we go. He's only just taken castle now, sorry. He'd only just started the age up when I saw it on his indicator. So I thought he'd already had it. He hadn't even started it. It's a big blow to him in a way. He probably needed all those gatherers back at work so he could actually have a bit more in the way of production or a bit more food in the bank here. Keep massing up all the shit that he needs. So at the moment he's got nothing in production. He needs a bit of food desperately, because I mean he's gone up to 2 TCs, but he can barely afford to keep training vills at the moment. Well, DauT will be booming on 3 TC pretty safely behind this. DauT keeping Nikov's camels busy there with that one Knight he's got inside his base. At the moment, he seems to be pretty content with the way things are going. He's up by 20 vills and he's starting to try and snatch relics. Nicov started to try and get a hold of relics too. Does have this one safely inside his base, so we'll get that one straight away. DauT's going to pinch this one over his side of the river. There is one back inside DauT's base. Safe and sound. And sometimes you do got to risk it for the biscuit because DauT will probably try and go for this one in just as much time. There are camels and archers here for Nicov, so he's going to try and start applying the pressure. DauT's done well to wall himself in. Nicov actually laming all the deer now. But, I mean, DauT seems to be content with farming under TCs because it is extremely safe. He's still making some use of that water at least. So Nicov gonna have to be careful here. In fact, he does lose one of those camels to a conversion. It's rough for him. DauT gonna try and go for another conversion here. I'll have to bring up the monk so far forward, but he will get it actually. The fire ship's not really going to help out in the fight all that much. Monks here for Nicov as well. Try and convert fire ship if he can. I think DauT actually deleted the fire ship there, or is he taken atheism already? I thought it was an Imperial tech. So, must have quick deleted that. Now things have sort of settled down a bit, but DauT does have a bit of an eco lead still. 22 vills up at 88 to 66. Now Nicov sort of stabilised a bit on the land here. He's got 3 town centres. His opponent's on the 4. And neither of them are necessarily just mass producing and booming through this. They haven't still quite got the food in the bank to be able to do so. The monk's being singled out here. Both the fire galleys now being converted. DauT does have that castle right in the shoreline to make it quite difficult for Nicov to keep pushing on that angle, so he's going to have to make something else happen now. DauT has a lot of vision. It's the lower side of the map. Even using houses fairly liberally around the map to try and get a bit of vision. I wonder if Nicov's best off trying to harass some of these at least. Just with individual units here and there. Although Mangadai production started, so maybe now that's no longer such a good idea. The archer's going to be able to at least focus down this water eco of DauT and give Nicov a bit of a foot in the door here. The fire galley also being glided toward the shore there. So DauT having to go for another defensive castle. Nicov now trying to work away at that house wall. He does get the fire ship. Mangadai can have a nice engagement. They do get slightly outranged by the crossbowmen, but they are faster and have a nicer attack animation, so they can take a nice trade there. DauT. Nicov, sorry, backing off for the moment. When DauT gathering some stone, and Nicov doesn't realise. A bit unfortunate there for Nicov. He could have singled out those vills. Meanwhile, he's just going to try focus down the house finally. So Nicov, it's been rough for him. And now DauT, quicker Imperial Age over his opponent, still up by 12 villages at the moment. Well, it looks like DauT's going to try and go for a forward castle. There is crossbows here, and those fire galleys. These guys might not be able to get there in time. Mangadai now. He needs to clean up Nicov's harassing forces. His camel's going down for free basically, and he didn't manage to pick off those vills there. Really rough from him. He's starting to run out of wood. He's getting a defensive castle here on Mangadai, streaming into Nicov's base, so he's going to be very careful. Try and garrison things evenly around his base and just try and keep villagers away from the Mangadai. So DauT, he's got his opponent in the palm of his hand at the moment. Still up by 13 vills. And he's going to go for this forward castle. Nicov, Imperial Age, nearly finished though, and he has got a castle of his own. He's going to be able to start that trebuchet production and clean up any structures. His opponents. Castle and siege workshop here for DauT. And he's already got trebuchets in production, so he does have that advantage. Nicov does have the one relic. DauT, I think he may have snatched up 2 now, 3 actually. Don't know if either player's seen that top relic. Now another castle here for Nicov, but this is bad timing for him because DauT is deploying the trebuchet before it's even built, so he's able to get a couple of nice free hits off before it's even able to start training some trebuchets in response. Nicov gonna have to expend a bit of stone trying to repair through this in the meanwhile, without losing that knight that he's trying to raid with. Mangadai all being picked off by the skirmishers as well. More trebs here, focusing down the castle. Nicov gonna try and repair through this, but with one more treb here, it's not going to last much longer. And now trebs out in the field for Nicov, but he's going to have to focus down the siege workshop and the castle as well as the enemy trebuchets. And GG. DauT takes the game.